organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Just ahead on Daily Iowan TV, a body found in the trunk of a car. Police in Ames believe it is the missing ISU student. Coming up, we'll have the latest on the mysteries surrounding this case.
And people were running for their lives this weekend. Find out what spooked them next.
And in sports, highlights from Iowa's first Big Ten win of the season.
All that and more coming up.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Love.
And I'm Selena Carr. Iowa City Police believe a body found in Iowa City late Friday night is connected to a missing person case. Tong Xiao was last seen on September 6th. She is a 20-year-old student at Iowa State University. Police say Xiao was in Iowa City visiting a friend. That friend left for China on September 9th. The body in question was found in the trunk of a 1997 Toyota Camry with Kentucky license plates. That car was located off of Highway 6 in the Diamond Lake Point neighborhood. Police have not yet released the sex or identity of the body found. Authorities scheduled an autopsy with the Johnson County Medical Examiner. Some students in both Ames and Iowa City say they're in shock to hear it might be Xiao who was found. Daily Iowan TV's Sue Wang says she's sad to hear about what happened.
We just feel sad about her and really want to know the truth as soon as possible, and I feel a little bit scared too.
We'll be keeping you updated as the story develops.
Today marked the 14th annual Iowa Faith and Freedom Coalition Friends and Family of the Banquet. Local politicians gathered to host the senatorial debate in Indianola, where Daily Iowan political reporter Quentin Mishek is going to fill us in.
Thanks, Austin. Selena, like you guys said, I'm here at the Kent Campus Student Center on Simpson College's campus in Indianola. Tonight at 5 is the first of 3 debates between Republican Joni Ernst and Democrat Bruce Braley. What's at stake here is a few things. Last night, the Des Moines Register released their Iowa poll that showed Ernst has a 6-point lead over Braley, and they are both vying for Senator Tom Harkin's open Senate seat. We'll have more at dailyowanepi.com later this evening. Back to you guys.
This was filed just before the debate got underway. UISG held a watch party in the Iowa Memorial Union for students.
Iowa City Police are looking for a man who robbed Gatsby's convenience store on Gilbert Street this morning and kidnapped an employee. The suspect entered the store, displayed a handgun, and demanded money. Police say the suspect then forced the employee to leave in a 1999 Ford Explorer. The employee fought and was pushed out of the moving vehicle. The employee sustained only minor injuries, and the suspect is still on the loose.
Today, Dance Marathon finished off a week of Lyme Days with a For the Kids Day, which included a 5K and a picnic. The event took place in Lower City Park this morning. This year's 5K was not a color run, and organizers were worried that would affect the turnout. But they had nothing to fear. 450 runners and walkers and over 60 Dance Marathon families came out today. After the run, kids got to stick around to play games, do crafts, and eat meals with the runners. It was a time to get to know the families Dance Marathon helps.
I knew it was going to be a great day. This event is always really fun, but everyone's enthusiasm has just really been above and beyond, and I'm really happy with how excited people have been about the event.
All the smaller events Dance Marathon holds are leading up to the big event, which is February 6th at the IMU.
You might have seen something unusual yesterday, zombies. Yes, zombies were stumbling through the streets of downtown Iowa City. Saturday was the 9th annual Zombie March.
I missed a zombie march in Madison, Wisconsin about 9.5 years ago and was mad.
This year, the theme was Broadway musicals, participants dressed up as musical legends and dangers, but with a touch of blood in the afterlife. The march stretched through the blocks of downtown, ending at the Mill for a costume contest and concert.
I met some pretty cool people, and we're all doing charity too.
The march raised money for Waypoint, a charity that provides shelter for women and families, as well as Table to Table and the Humane Society. Still to come on Daily Iowan TV.
What brought dancing, singing, and women together this weekend?
And in sports, a look into quarterback C.J. Beathard's first performance as a starter.
Students took advantage of the warm weather we've been having by laying out on the Pentecrest studying this afternoon. People filled benches on the Pentecrest, chatting with friends and soaking up this beautiful 80-degree temperature. No need to drive anywhere on the day like today. Walking and biking seemed like a better option to students.
I'm literally amazed. I think I can use the word literal there, but it's incredible.
I would be okay if this weather stuck around for at least another week or two.
And Selena, I'll tell you, it has been gorgeous the past few days.
Oh, I love it. You know, you wouldn't even know it's fall out.
And to see if those beautiful temperatures are going to stay, let's toss it over to Katie Sexter in the weather studio. Katie?
The warm weather we've been having is not over yet. As you're walking to class tomorrow morning, it'll be around 61 degrees. As the day goes on, it will warm up to about 80 with sunny skies. When evening approaches, it'll feel like a typical summer night with temps in the upper 60s. The rest of the week looks warm and possibly rainy. On Tuesday, temperatures will be in the mid-70s and we'll see partly cloudy skies. Wednesday and Thursday look about the same with temps in the upper 70s and a good chance of rain. It will feel a bit cooler on Friday with temperatures in the lower 60s and partly cloudy skies. The weekend will start off nicely with sunny skies and low 60s on Saturday. Towards evening, it will get a bit chilly with temps in the mid-40s. Make sure to get out and enjoy the warm weather this week. That's all I've got. Austin and Selena, back to you at the desk.
Women gathered this weekend for singing, dancing, and entertaining at the Johnson County Fairgrounds. Daily Iowan TV's reporter Suwin Wang has a story.
Her screams became a part of the graffiti to hold on to an image.
The 21st Annual Iowa Women's Music Festival held on Johnson County Fairgrounds on September 27th. Women sing about their lives, reading poems, and audience come to hear songs they are related to.
What makes it special is it's multi-generational. I mean, there's little babies here, there's older people here, there's all kinds of folks here, and there's dogs. There's a lot of dogs here today. So it's a very family-friendly, multi-generational friendly event. One of the things that's different is that we actually have two stages this year, so we're trying not to have any kind of dead space. So one band finishes on one stage and somebody goes on the next stage. We just have the audience bring their chairs around. So it's like continuous entertainment all day long.
There are 8 groups of performers today. With all the music around, Iowa Women's Music Festival rocks Iowa City.
We're a 3-piece all-female folk band. It's kind of like indie, barn-burning folk, we call ourselves. Real life, I guess we're 2 teachers and a midwife, so this is like our weekend fun job. The attendance also increased to about 500 people this year. Suwin Wang, Daily Iowan TV.
A new UI classroom is changing the way students learn and teachers teach. The College of Education renovated a classroom in the Lindquist Center to be used for online learning. Its grand opening was on Friday. The room is arranged around 4 tables, seating 6 students each. Each table has 2 wireless laptops built in with web cameras, microphones, and a flat-screen TV.
The Hawks were on the road again this weekend as they took on the then 2-2 Purdue team for their first Big Ten matchup of the season.
For an in-depth look at how Iowa matched against the Boilermakers, let's toss it over to Laura Belanda. Laura?
Thanks, guys. Laura Belanda here with a packed show for you today as our football crew was in West Lafayette over the weekend for the Hawks' defeat over the Boilermakers. It was a slow start for Iowa as the defense carried the team for most of the first half. But Iowa found their rhythm as the game went on and secured a road victory once again. For extended highlight of the Hawkeye win, let's toss it over to Chelsea Brown, who was at the Ross-Ade Stadium. Chelsea?
The Hawkeyes opened up Big Ten action on the road to face the Purdue Boilermakers. We kicked things off in Ross-Ade Stadium on the first drive. Both teams came out looking shaky. Iowa with the ball now, but Purdue's defense came in, taking C.J. Beathard down with a sack from Purdue's Sean Robinson. Iowa's defense responded, followed up with 2 sacks from defensive linebacker Josie Jewell and defensive end Nate Miles. Just when we thought Purdue could get on the board, the field goal attempt from Paul Graves goes wide left and is no good. Following the attempt, Iowa with the ball, but the only thing standing in Beathard's way is Frankie Williams, who comes in for the interception and adds a 39-yard return for a touchdown. Greg responds with a field goal, and the kick is good. Purdue on the board, 7, Iowa still 0. Purdue now leading with 10, and Iowa finally answers back, setting up this play with a complete pass for Cavante Martin-Manley. Iowa first down, and the workhorse himself, Mark Wiseman, pounding it in for the first Iowa touchdown. Iowa able to tie it up before the half with a 28-yard field goal from Marshall Kane. Purdue band celebrating alumni and homecoming court out on the field at half. We regroup at third quarter where it is a standstill, neither team putting any points up on the board until Beathard finds Martin Manley near the end zone, but the pass is ruled incomplete. Wheeling on the field is turned over and touchdown Iowa. Kane adding another one, and Iowa up for the first time, 17-10. Purdue not able to answer it, and 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Iowa finally establishing the rushing game between both Kanzeri and Wiseman, moving the Hawks down the field when it's third down when Beathard finds Jacob Hillier to put the Hawks on Purdue's 5-yard line. Wiseman in the backfield once again walking it into the end zone for another Hawkeye touchdown. Purdue still trying to score the second half, but John Loudermilk snatches their hopes not once, but twice with an interception from both quarterbacks Danny Eddings and Austin Appleby. Boilermaker fans leaving, they know what's coming. A minute to go, and Iowa needing the ball. The Hawkeyes ran a season best of 88 plays, generating a total of 420 yards on offense, also making it the third game this season they have come back from a 10-point deficit to win. Final score, Iowa 24, Purdue 10. It was a fight to the finish after the tied game at halftime, but the Hawkeyes came on top, winning their first Big Ten matchup of the season in the second half. Something that seems to be a trend for the Iowa offense. Also, C.J. Beathard captured his second road win of the season. The Hawks head into a bye week this week, but return to action hosting the Indiana Hoosiers on homecoming on October 11th. For more on the game, I'll toss it over to Whitney Blakemore, standing by.
Thanks, Chelsea. As you could see, the Hawks really struggled in the beginning with quarterback C.J. Beathard looking a little uneasy for his first start of the season. On top of that, the receiving corps was unable to make plays happen, forcing the Hawks to rely on the ground game.
Pass is incomplete. Beathard's pass is incomplete.
Ross-Ade Stadium sounded like a broken record on Saturday afternoon as Beathard completed just 2 out of 7 passes, along with 1 interception for a touchdown in the first quarter alone, making it a tough start for the Tennessee native.
I'm not saying rattled in that first part, but we weren't in the same, and it wasn't going real smoothly. Anytime you throw an interception, I think the quarterback, so I got to think that rattles your confidence a little bit.
While Beathard's confidence was lacking in the first quarter, his offense's production didn't help either, giving up 2 sacks and gaining 0 first downs. The receiving corps struggled as well, letting at least 6 passes fall in and out of their hands in almost always crucial plays.
Definitely a lot of ups and downs, comeback wins, whatever you want to call it. We just got to keep improving. We're definitely not as consistent as we'd like to be. Offense has got to put more points up and just be more consistent out there.
But after the half, the offense came together for yet another second half victory. Beathard went on to complete 17 out of 37 passes for 245 yards for his first full game of the season. Reporting from West Lafayette, Whitney Blakemore, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Cavante Martin-Manley was Iowa's leading receiver with 5 receptions for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. That'll do it for us here in the sports studio, but check us out tomorrow as our Monday Whip Around crew is back in action. Back to you at the studio.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get an inside look at tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan.
Read about what University of Iowa music therapy professors have to say about the effects of music to your ears.
And get a deeper look at this weekend's Senate debate written by Kristen East and Quentin Mishek. That's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV. Catch us tomorrow night at the same time or anytime on dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
Iowa SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere?
SJMC.